first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Playing this Chiefs game in Wolfpack. I'm about to.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I know it was more soap in there. I knew it was more in there. Hold on, bro. About to post it in there now. Alright.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
I need to set
now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this.
Damn, man, should have got the fucking first down.
But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Mike 57. Yeah. Delta 57. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Pernell McPhee. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play to just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Going deep here for one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jalen Ferguson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
What's going on in that game?
Let's go, D. Yellow. Yeah, defense. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
This is Darwin Thompson, 6th-round pick from Utah State. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darwin Thompson with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point.
He got Gordon on his team still.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, they'll go screen here to Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe you didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. No, Mike, 15. 15. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 15. Flare. Grace don't travel. Check what he doing. Check, bro.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Can't believe he caught that shit. Oh, we going for it on 4th down? That's what we doing? So nobody read the rules, right?
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Mahomes throwing on 4th, buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Yellow.
50 seconds to Mike.
I got it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. A
Give me that.
50-50 ball here.
So I'm talking about
intercepted.
Humphrey.
Picked
Fuck
off
you
by
in the out
Marlon
route.
Humphrey. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive.
Come on, man. Make a football.
And he's going to
move.
be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 25 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This time Jackson will throw it. Finding room to the 20. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Give me that.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Mahomes now to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
So y'all starting it again, huh?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Because I took back.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now, it's Smith. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Mahomes going to throw.
Give me that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Carr. Not that time for Watkins. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Attack!
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half.
Yo, Mahomes tried to run for it, right?
And all of a sudden they're
Blew his
behind.
ass
Big time
pieces,
fumble.
Motherfucking Marlon Humphrey picked that bitch up to the house.
Tucker now to add the point after.
Yeah.
And that
I done picked his ass off like 3 or 4 times already. 14-10 now. I'm up. I gotta play defense now.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
I know he about to go Tyree.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20.
Man, Tyreek is a damn
And
cheat
they're
code,
gonna have
bro.
this in a great spot way down in
I
Baltimore
had to, yo, that
territory.
nigga just straight burnt my
Mahomes finding
shit.
Hill for a big play.
He burnt Greedy, dog.
57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
All right, Brent, I know you get tired of hearing about my high school days when we're having dinner, but this reminded me of a play that my high school coach loved to run. Ball's on one hash, and he wanted to run to the wide side of the field. Unfortunately, the defense, they figured that one out as well.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
Give me that.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they'll be down just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've seen them do much better here after a struggling first half.
And what I like about what I've seen is that they're executing at a much higher rate now. And I don't know how much of that is changing plays or changing philosophies as much as, okay, guys, let's just get it together and tune things up to a really nice degree.
Yeah, sometimes it can just be a leader in the huddle saying, let's get this together, right?
And so many times you've worked all week on certain things that if you're just going to throw it all out,
yeah, he should not have caught him.
You're not going to execute as well.
I put Kareem Hunt at fullback, broke
okay,
slam
guys,
up the middle.
Together, let's go right now. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Woo.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shoot.
It's a give to the right. Ingram.
Oh, run him over.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
You cannot sit right there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They pitch it out to Hunt. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Check safety.
They run again with Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst.
Ooh, I just hit him with the RPO.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Yeah, I'm fucking him up right now.
13 yards for the second play in a row.
You got to respect it down. Go ahead, respect.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He takes
Ingram,
down to
run
about
somebody
the 12
over,
for a gain of 3.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Give me that. Oh!
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone,
Kevin
but it's
Benjamin sold out.
incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the
This
football.
dude just dropped the ball, bro. Oh, my God. Thank you, fullback. Yo, I
Plays like
dove
this
and he
when
dropped the
comes free,
ball.
It's often unusual for the team that lost
Fullback
it to get
play
it
the
back.
game.
Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away
I know
from
he's
him.
mad right now.
Everyone else
I'm
is
about to
trying to
punch this shit
execute
in.
what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to
10
get
plays,
across the
100
chalk.
yards.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah, babe, they're losing. Because they're losers.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen.
Where you going,
this is
buddy?
Williams.
He tried to run the screen
on
on me. That ain't work
He
either.
went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there.
Give me that.
This is intercepted,
Greedy.
and that should do it. Picked up by Greedy
Killing
Williams,
his
the
ass.
rookie from LSU. Mecole
ass
Hardman, the
out route.
intended target.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it,
Corners
we're
are
talking about what
legit,
offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to
Lamar
end it.
Miller done did it again, huh?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep
Got
for
him.
Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
This motherfucker forgot I had Marquise Brown.
His 4th touchdown of the year. As the Ravens push further out
That's a
in
wrap,
front.
dog. 28-10.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I should be winning and
Tucker
eating.
now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I can do both. I can multitask.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over
He
the end
messaged
line.
me too. Just now. Yo, he kneeling the ball.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You know it's a
They've
wrap.
lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams
said,
want to do that.
yo,
Coaches
me
want
and
to. I
Dolph is
remember
making
one
a
time I was
trade.
on a
He has a
team,
game.
and we
He
were
hit you
losing
about
late in the
a
game
trade.
like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Good win, Baltimore.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Did he post a trade?
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They still playing? Here you go. Takes too long. No, post it. Y'all must think I'm supposed to make special requests? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it take too long, my ass. Post it or no, shit ain't going through. Damn, what was the fun? Damn. He ain't never scored again, bro. God.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
We advancing tonight, right?
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. And we gon' ride till we die.
You talking about them two ballers or Wolfpack? I was talking about Wolfpack. But I can't tell who's who because you know everybody not on the team. Bears and Jaguars, Cowboys and Giants.
The young, credible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
True baller, yeah. Yeah, we got a few games left in this league. Saints, Falcons, Chargers, Broncos. Oh yeah, Browns, Steelers. And Colts, Ravens, Jets, Raiders. Yeah, we got a few games. I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a pop to them scholars, got them chocolates opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in.
I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man.
He
Pull
hasn't
up in the
posted
top
nothing
is
yet,
missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your past.
Fuck, I'm gonna get off for a while. I'll be back on later. Alright.
Fortnite. Hey, Mom.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same.